Eagle makes, no, this here, I don't
Oh,
know.
I still. How many Maxvillians are there here?
Not much.
I know, like,
Yeah, that's what Lauren said.
Trying to get a,
Is Nancy and Florence coming out?
commissioners. As part of what some standards that start writing
Plant some shit.
this new one, which is accepted by the state.
Lot, I'd say.
Well, basically saying New York.
Waiting for Mike to come back and then we'll be going.
this is the right one.
I told you last time you should, I said, you could be here representing yourself. You don't want any more stuff.
It says this is just first reading, first reading, but definitely haven't moved until he shows up.
Should be here.
Let's say. It's up to you.
This is just first reading, right?
Yeah.
It is.
You missed half. You missed half. When you cleaned the kitchen, you forgot my half.
Did it while I was out walking.
We had all the same.
And actually, I
Yeah,
had,
they probably could have just
some
done
of the
it.
houses only clean half.
Since it came in was three, I guess. Came in with three separate sets.
Thanks, Mike. Yep.
Thank you, Mike.
And one, I'll take
So what
one,
you got?
Lawrence and that, oh, okay.
We got it. You got it, Mike.
I'll
Thank
take
you.
it, thanks.
Okay, this is the time set for resolution 2018-15. Granite County resolution for ordering the abandonment and discontinuance of portions of First Avenue South, Division Avenue, and Oak Street, with all streets being county roads located within the platted unincorporated Maxville Townsite. This is a first reading. We're gonna review the draft resolution. Hopefully you guys have got a copy now and you can take a quick look at it. It's pretty lengthy, actually. So is there any changes proposed by the planning office?
No, I've looked through it and it looks good.
Okay, it's kind of what we discussed and what
And what the planning board recommended, I think.
and the landowners agreed.
Well, yeah. I mean, yes, he has, but he's never been formally in here to say, I
What, the
agree.
landowner,
Right,
okay,
the
and Larry,
landowner.
the purchaser, you're getting what you want there, Larry?
I'm still trying to go through there.
I was on this one, I don't know if it's just a printing thing was here, whereas investigations into all the petition was completed by Granite County Surveyor Hans Bornson and Susan Hale. Susan Hale ain't a Granite County Surveyor.
No, yeah. It's Granite County.
Puts her as a
We can, I'll have Blaine put a little note that should be planning board president.
Yeah, otherwise it looks like she's a. And where it goes on is appointed and substituted in as second investigator for principal conduct.
So I have a question, it doesn't say in here, who pays for the, survey?
Well,
Wouldn't
we're
it be
not
a
doing
survey?
a survey.
So we're paying, the county's paying Hans to do this for us?
The initial part where he was just
Yeah.
reading, yeah, we paid for him. That's your road viewer. He was
Yeah.
acting as your road viewer.
Okay,
So yes, the county paid him.
all right,
But there is no survey proposed.
okay.
On this,
Yes,
that subdivision review on page 2 that says, right there that it would comply with subdivision review process, is that the Montana State, subdivision review law?
Well, the county's adopted subdivision regulations.
Pardon, Linda?
The county's adopted subdivision regulations, which are
The
the
same.
states, yeah.
Where's that?
It's on page 2 for Sam to be allowed.
Larry,
Did Paul ever come back with anything stating for the easement agreements?
yeah,
And that's something that's gonna be private between you
that's
and
you
Paul.
guys. He initially said that was gonna be fine, but you're gonna have to document that yourself.
Okay,
That's between you and him.
okay, so hopefully I can get a hold of him tonight.
Well, and then, we're gonna ask him to be here before we ever adopt this,
Right,
okay?
okay.
Finally adopt it, how's that? So, Mike, we have one more reading.
This is just a review of the draft.
Remember, we asked them to write up something, so we look it over, and we're just going on
You're
hearsay.
right, you're right. So Larry, you're gonna get another bite at the apple here on the first reading. When we schedule that, and hopefully we'll have Paul here so you guys can, both.
So at that time, we can.
We
probably
can
do
change
that.
it again if we have to on the first reading, okay?
Okay.
So this is the initial review, take it with you. Linda will be available for questions. And, we'd be happy to help you with it. And then we'll schedule the first reading for next Tuesday. Okay.
What's the definition of reasonable access? And so, how is that defined? Somebody might think this was reasonable and somebody might think that this was reasonable.
Reasonable, well, that's getting more into Blaine's realm, but I would say reasonable access means that you'd have to have, a clear path to get back there.
But it also, and then it says it was at 30 feet or greater, and the location of the easement may be modified from time to time.
Right, so essentially what we're saying is, if Larry and Paul at this point, or whoever, let's say Paul sold it and they wanted to move it, if Larry was amenable to moving it, that's between them,
Right,
as
it
long
would
as
take two
there's,
parties, I mean,
it would take those two parties and, you know, as long as there's a 30-foot access, the county doesn't.
When it says or greater, does that apply to the one that, from the road in Maxville, not the one that's up by, Clayton's?
Yeah, it's, right now it's talking about a 30-foot access from
It
the
says
max.
30 foot or greater,
Access, yep.
and are they talking about that applying to the access from the Maxville Road?
It doesn't say, it's just saying it has to have a 30-foot access easement. So I guess in theory, if they wanted to go try to get the highway department to give them an easement, they could.
I was thinking they were doing that, we talked about, cause that's the way it was set up
Right,
there.
it's already set
And
up.
until they really figure out where the corners, you know, if you guys, you know, cause every time they get surveyed, they're different, so that's why they were saying a 30-foot.
Well, when I had the county do my access into our property, it's 12 feet, so, I mean, it was the same thing, the county came and did it. And so I'm just wondering, 30 feet or greater, that's,
Well, and we should clarify, that's a 30-foot easement, which doesn't necessarily mean a 30-foot driving surface. It probably will be a 12 to 15-foot driving surface
Not that if I.
for a driveway, yeah.
So Larry, as I recall, one of the reasons we put in that the easement may be modified from time to time is you wanna build a shop and you and Paul are gonna get together and it may move that access so you can get your shop where you want it.
Right.
Isn't that right? Okay.
That's up
That's
to
why
them, right?
that's up to you guys.
Right.
But we put that in there to allow for that.
Right.
Okay.
And I guess it is a note that when they go to put that easement in, they will have to get an approach permit from commissioners.
Okay. You just have to come in and get a approach permit, which means maybe we want a colder, just come in, there's a permit process. No big deal.
Okay, that's something Paul and
Yep,
cause I
Oh,
told,
yeah, he-
when,
Paul has
Very
them, so he'll be able to help
okay,
you with
because
that.
like I was talking, when Paul and I talked about
I
the
am.
easement, you know, and he was talking about moving our easement, the easement access, at that point, I told him I'd help him build it. You know, that
Sure.
way it goes back onto his property or wherever it's gonna go.
So, and you know, we put the modification in here just to help you guys get together and do it the way you want it.
Yeah, whichever way Paul wants to do it too,
Okay.
so.
So is there any other questions about resolution 2018-15? Okay. So this is also the time set for 2018-13, Granite County Resolution amending the Granite County subdivision regulations pertaining to fire safety. This is the first reading, and we had a public meeting this morning. Any other issues about the fire safety requirements of Georgetown Lake Fire Service area? Yeah.
I took your thoughts into consideration, and we discussed over a cup of coffee that it makes perfect sense to rewrite that portion that will exclude those state requirements.
Good.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
So we'll see it maybe differently, that's right.
Yeah,
Well, you'll bring it to us, right?
absolutely. That's our
Thank you.
plan. Yep, no, thank you. Appreciate it.
What makes it easier, that's great.
Yep,
Okay.
Thanks, Greg.
yep, no,
Just
it'll
for the
get done.
record, you guys do a great job, you're busy up there, your QRU's running, your fire department. God bless you, thanks for doing what you do.
Good, thank you.
Okay, so if there's nothing on that any further, we'll move to resolution 2018-14, Granite County resolution increasing the county health department's 2018 fiscal year budget and authorizing a transfer of PILT funds to the county health department, fund number 2270. This is a second reading and a decision.
Okay, we go.
No. Thanks for your help. Lynn.
Thank you.
So the gist of this resolution is required for us to move money.
Huh? Do you want me to come up there?
My day off.
Oh, good.
The reason,
Where do you want me to sleep?
Where this is just, we need to talk to you about this.
I just
the
couldn't.
reason for this resolution is the Public Health Department's fiscal year 2018 budget ended with a budget deficit of $5,664.14 due to the purchase of needed vaccines. And law requires us to go through this process to correct the deficit.
Did you look at this, Andy?
I did not receive that. Do you have an extra copy?
So we're just trying to
You just
go
gotta put it in
follow
the
the law
cover.
here.
Pardon me?
We just gotta put that money in the cover for this year.
Right, I just deposited a $3,600 check, so that ought to help.
Well, we have to move it.
Right,
Yeah.
I understand.
I mean, yeah, it all helps, absolutely. And those are, is that from vaccines? So
But it's happening this year or that, or isn't it up?
It was,
it would go back into this year, but that's all right. I mean, it's, okay, so to clarify for the public, we had a contract for the health department and we were able to, with Missoula County, and we were able to, they bought mass vaccines and we were able to access their bank of when we needed it, 5 doses, 20 doses, 10 doses, whatever. When that contract expired and we hired Annie and she runs her own ship now, the county health department was unable to access vaccines that way. So she had to buy bulk vaccines at a pretty considerable amount of money. I don't know what else she could have done, so that's what we're doing. She didn't do anything wrong, it's just the way it is. And so at the end of the year, we were $5,664.14 short, but this resolution takes care of that, and this is the final reading, so I would entertain a motion from the commission.
I move to increase the county health department's 218 fiscal year budget by the amount of $5,664.14 to cover the deficit that we have.
Okay,
I second it.
discussion on the motion of adopting resolution 2018-14.
Some of this was caused due to the fact that the refrigerator was crap, right?
Oh yeah, you lost some vaccines too, didn't you?
well, that was reimbursed what was lost.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that kind of made it a neutral issue.
Okay,
That was due to carrying different vaccines that actually weren't even available last year. And readily giving the vaccines on a regular schedule and increasing numbers,
numbers, okay.
Okay.
almost double.
And
That's
you'll
all
get,
this question.
and you'll get reimbursed on some of this, won't you, Andy?
Yes.
All right, the motion is clear. Mike, you got the motion? Yeah. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. The motion carries. We've got just a couple minutes here. We'll go to the next item.